Shaq Daddy, what's going on, man?
First of all, you made a mistake in your introduction. I'm not one of the most dominant. I am the most. I'm the MDE, most dominant ever. Get it right, tough guy.
Well, I was just trying to show respect to Will Chamberlain. I mean, you have to get on me about that. You show respect to him, and you played. Okay. Why can't I with my non-playing stuff?
All right, you're right. What's happening, brother?
All right, and we're still. I'm doing very, very well. First of all, how are you doing? And I want to know what made you decide to sit up there and become the global ambassador. Was it because you were snoring for years?
I've been snoring for many years, and there's two reasons why I started using. One, I heard you talk about it, and two, I met a gentleman by the name of Dr. Greenberg, and he told me about the importance of getting good sleep. I figured snoring was snoring, but people need to understand that snoring is not sleeping. When you snore at night, you get less oxygen to the brain. It can cause stuff like cancer, stroke, heart disease. And we know, the great, Reggie White passed away because of sleep. Dr. Greenberg didn't like to talk, so that's me try that. I sound like you when I'm on the radio now. I got super energy like my man Stephen A. I'm getting a good night's sleep.
Well, to see, now you done crossed the line there. Now you done crossed the line. Because I know you got a lot of energy and you got a lot of greatness. But you can't match my energy, man. You know better than that.
You're right.
I'm just messing with you. The one and only Shaquille O'Neal right here with Stephen A. on ESPN Radio, ESPN News. Let's get right to it. While I got you on the line, let me talk to you about a little basketball talk. I watched the Houston Rockets get blown out by the Dallas Mavericks last night, of all people. They're 2 games under 500. What are your thoughts about what you're seeing from the Houston Rockets right now?
Well, obviously they're not the same team. They're missing Trevor Ariza and the other guy, Magabute, whatever his name is. They were
Luke Mbamute.
Yeah, Luke Mbamute. They were, when you talk about the Rockets, you don't really talk about them playing defense, but those two guys gave them the defensive presence that they needed. They created turnovers, they blocked some shots, which allowed them to get out and play fast and get in the break. So obviously they're a different team. They don't look like the same team that took Golden State to 7 games last year. And I'm not going to panic and say they're in trouble. Hopefully they can, get it together.
Let me stay in the Western Conference and ask you about the Golden State Warriors. They recently went on a 4-game losing streak, but they won the last 3. Kevin Durant has gone ballistic over the last 2 games. What have you made about all the noise going on with the Golden State Warriors? Do you consider it a big deal, or was it a non-issue in your mind from Jump Street?
It happens. As you know, it happened because you were, involved in one of the biggest NBA beefs of all time. It happens. The guys can adjust, and they will adjust. Listen. Doesn't matter what goes on outside the court. Doesn't matter what one person says to another guy, what your mother or your brother tweets. When you step inside that square, that rectangle, you have respect for each other and play like you've been playing, everything will be fine. I played on a lot of teams where all the guys weren't cozy with each other, and you could still win. So, the guys, I don't really know what's going on. I don't want to speculate on what's going on. But if they play like they're supposed to play and, leave all the nonsense outside the court, they'll be back.
Do you think, assuming we all assume that Golden State will three-peat and win another chip, do you think Kevin Durant should stay, or do you have an ideal spot where he should go that would be better for him than Golden State into the future, I'm asking?
Well, I'm going to need help on the rules. Golden State is the team that can pay him the most, correct?
That is correct.
So if that's the team that can pay me the most, I would probably stay. You get 3. You talk about some of the greatest players in the world. If they could pay you the most and you got a great team, why not get 4, 5, and 6 and, try to get your name next to the Kobe Bryants and the Michael Jordans? That's what I would do. But if he doesn't stay, I think the best place for him would be New York. But he has to have a team around him that, makes him look good. Because when he's with Golden State, they make him look very, very superior out there.
So you feel like New York would actually be a decent option. Why would you feel that way if he decided not to stay in Golden State?
Because with New York, he comes in with super credibility. His resume says, hey, I got 3 or 4 championships. And, Wall Street, baby. Wall Street.
Shaquille O'Neal right here with Stephen A. ESPN Radio, ESPN News. How are you feeling about your Lakers? Losers of 2 straight, but nevertheless was winning and won 4 straight prior to that. Overall, 11-9 record after 20 games. What are your thoughts about your Lakers led by LeBron James?
This is the year that, this is an experimental year. So whatever happens this year, we're going to be happy with it. We could make it to the playoffs, we'll be fine. If not, we understand. But hopefully they can get some big-name free agents and get back on top. They're okay, but, of course, there's still no match for Houston and Golden State and all those teams. So, I think their goals right now is just to stay above 500 and, try to make it to the playoffs.
Your thoughts about the Boston Celtics and how they've struggled thus far this year?
Forget about the Celtics. The Greek Freak is the MVP right now. How about that?
The Greek Freak?
Hold on. And you know what? I've never given my name up before, but I'm giving it to him. He's the new Superman. You heard it here first.
You're giving the new Superman nickname to the Greek Freak?
Yes, I am.
Who can't hit a three-pointer yet? Shaq, can he at least hit a jump shot first?
I didn't hit no three-pointer either, but he's dominating, and that's what I like. You dominating in the paint, you taking it to the hole, you throwing it down, you ain't shooting no flip shots. He did something last night. I was like, you know what? This kid can play. And you know what? I don't want to encourage big guys to shoot jumpers and three-pointers. Stay your big ass on the inside and dominate like you've been doing. So I denied myself as Superman, and I'm giving it to the Greek Freak. You heard it here first.
So right here on the Stephen A. Smith Radio Show, you are denouncing yourself as Superman and giving that title to the Greek Freak.
Yes, I am, with honor and pleasure.